Market is bouncing. It's taking support of this channel, and most likely like it may bounce towards market is bouncing. It's taking support of this channel, and most likely like Can you guys hear me? Yeah, you can put that on the chat if you can hear me. I can pick it up. But as of now, what I see is market is bouncing, and there are possibilities it may bounce towards yesterday's low, which is 443435. But the pattern is not looking good. All the way from 45.49, it has come down to 44.30. And this is the long-term channel, which has given support last 10 times. Everybody's expecting a bounce here, but we have to see, because this time things have changed. There is no new buying pressure, which usually is here all these times. That is not here. So we may not see that kind of push which we are used to. But let's see how it's panned out. 1 second, let me just see any comments if we have. So we may not see. So I can see your comments. See, it's trying to bounce towards 443. So I think let it bounce. Apple had a all right event, not a very great one, but somehow I feel that yes, it has done its job. It bounced. First of all, it went down. It went down very strongly, like a flush. It's trying to bounce off from this zone, which is a buying zone. So in this zone, we usually have support. And this is the Fibonacci, which is 23.6. So a close above 147.80 will kind of negate the impact. And it has bounced off 147.50. So we need to see how it closes. We still have 15 minutes. So I'm pretty much sure that yes, it can bounce from here. And this thing, this is September futures. Like I moved on to December futures just for better clarity. Even on my 30-minute candle, it's not looking good. It has tested, had a close below it, and now it's trying to test on the upper side of it. So I'm not sure whether it can behave like this and bounce. Like all the previous time, it has bounced substantially and went up to the top of the channel. But this time I have my serious doubts on this. I'm expecting 4385 here. And 4385 can only come if we have stocks going down. And as of now, they're following stocks. Apple holding up. Amazon this quarter% down. Facebook holding well. Google holding well. Microsoft pretty strong, 299, 300. And that's the reason I'm still skeptical about the fall. All these stocks have to go down substantially because they are the biggest components in this S&P index. So any push down requires a push down towards or from these stocks. So I'm kind of in a wait and watch mode. Let's see if it closes and let it close from here. And then we have like after hours or 15 minutes in SPY, where we can actually trade these options. Netflix short. Netflix short I can check, but futures are looking ominous. Netflix 577 below can come down to 558. So Netflix is a short, which is there. But all these stocks have to see. Thank you, Pramod, for my any Roblox. Roblox has broken down below the channel or kind of taking a support. You may try to go long here in Roblox because it is route here at the bottom of the channel. A close below will give you an opportunity. I think it's a very good buy around 78. But this channel, it's breaking down of this channel, which is not good. Let's see if it holds this channel or not. And futures are moving towards day low. I think we are going to see a flush or a move towards 444. Both ways, it has potential to move. I'm not making any position as such. I'm just waiting and watching. I think futures are looking at some level of strength, especially in last 30 minutes. It needs to close above 4428. Most likely it will. It can come here around 4434, 443, 44435. I think that is the area where it can actually come and take support. I'm not going to make any position, any short in this, because Apple is still moving up. There's no point fighting Apple, Amazon, Facebook, Google, because they are the substantial component holders in this. Zoom, I think Navaldeep sir has also requested Zoom. So let me check on Zoom. Zoom is right there at the support of the long-term trend line. Now, the next support comes around 271 if it breaks this. And most likely the break, if it happens around, like it's at the day of the low of the day, if it breaks below this, 271 is pretty inevitable. You will see 271 on Zoom. Again, I am not, see it's bouncing. Apple is moving towards 148. That's why I'm saying market can bounce, because these four stocks who have the highest weightage in the indexes, if they are not going down, index cannot go down. It bounced. Apple above 148, 140.10. Intel. Intel is making a bearish engulfing, which is not good. It may come down to 54 and take a support over there. 54. Right now, it's kind of making inverted head and shoulders. So 54 area is pretty good entry if you want to go long from here. It looks pretty clean. And from ES perspective, Apple moved up. ES has moved up. So ES, this one should come to 4433. Yeah, it's there. maybe 2 or 3 more points, and we may have a flush overnight, most likely. We may have a flush on the overnight. So I would not recommend to have many open positions naked. You may should do spreads 4 4 3 3s here. It happened just because of Apple. Apple is pushing upwards. So everybody who was saying Apple had a bad event, no, Apple had an okay type event. It has nothing to lose here, and that's why it's bouncing. So let's wait for some more strength in Apple. Amazon has failed. Amazon has failed multiple times now. It is making an inside day. Yesterday low was 3438. Today low is 3437. So it's almost an inside day, and it's tested the 12 EMA 2 times. It needs to break out of 3463. It needs to break out and hold. Otherwise, it can come back to 3418 and 3384. It's losing its momentum. I think whatever Apple had to do, it has done. If you want to actually make some positions on futures or uh, in future options, I think this is the point where you should, because now it will be ready for a flush. You may see a very quick flush on the downside, maybe in a few minutes. Microsoft, let me check Microsoft as well. Microsoft bounced right off 34 EMA. Now it is at the resistance, long-term resistance line. It needs to break out of this. Otherwise, it can easily go down. Anything else? Amazon, Visa. Visa, I've said previously, Visa is moving in a downtrend. This is the one shoulder, the head. It might bounce towards 236 and then go down. That's a real possibility in Visa. Market is trying to bounce and play around these areas. Then what we are talking about, Amazon. Using weekly. Amazon on the weekly is making actually an evening star. If I draw down a channel trend line, it's right there. Tested, tested, tested. I think it's heading down, but confirmation is required. Confirmation can only come after the close and maybe tomorrow. Right now, I don't see confirmation of head and shoulders on the weekly. It's just doing a build up. And guys, I'll be posting the link for the meeting. If you want to talk in the chat, let me just do that. Because I'll be stopping the streaming and then we can talk right here. You may join right there. That's it. I think the push is there in the market. Let me just close this.